An inspirational story that proves if you work hard enough, just about anything is possible. Joined by longtime Seattle area resident and retired Microsoft partner George Santino, who is launching his new book titled Get Back Up, From the Streets to Microsoft Suites. We're glad you were able to come in this morning.
Thanks, I appreciate you having me.
In your book, you talk about your childhood and it being kind of a tough childhood. You mentioned to me you grew up in Philadelphia. Talk a little bit about it.
Well, I grew up in the projects of South Philadelphia. My family was on welfare, surplus food. That was before there was food stamps. In government subsidized housing, a family of 2 parents, 7 kids, 3 bedrooms, 1 bath. Didn't have any money really. As I went to school, I saw that other people did have money. They had bikes, they had toys. I didn't have those things. And so I realized that a life like that would take some money, and I started collecting soda bottles. I used to find
That's
them.
how you made your start. You decided one day, you know what, this is how I'm going to change things with soda bottles.
Well, you can take soda bottles back to the store and get 2 cents for them, and 2 cents was a lot of money back then, so that was an easy way to start getting some money in my pocket and get some of the things that I didn't have.
That's how it began, and where did it go from there?
Well, eventually my family got out of the projects, moved to Tampa, and I helped people home with their groceries. I mowed people's lawns. I did whatever it took to make some money. When I was 16 years old, I got a job at a local burger chef as a cleanup boy, making 65 cents an hour. And then I really had some money.
So at what point do you go from there? Obviously, you'd put in the hard work, doing anything you could just to make money. At what point did you decide, you know what, I need to make a better life for myself, and I'm going to make some real change? And what was that change?
Well, I think that when I saw that people who had more than us were, frankly, people who were out there working, people who were out there trying to get ahead in life and do the things necessary, that I realized that that was what it was going to take. And so I decided that I was always going to work. I was always going to try to have money. What I learned in the projects was that while it was great to have the hand up from the government, generational poverty like that would go on forever is just a life of survival. It's not a life of success.
You persevered, your stories about that. What do you want readers to come away with from your book?
I think I want them to understand that anything you want out there, you can get. It's very interesting, especially these days during the political scene. You have a lot of politicians out there right now telling us that we're all victims, that the deck is stacked against us, that the system is rigged, that the American dream is dead. And that's just not true. If you get out there, you work hard, you get a job, you find out what your boss, what your company value, do those things, work hard, you can move up, you can get ahead, and you'll find that the American dream is actually alive and well.
George Santino, author. Now we can add that to your list. Thank you so much for coming in. If you'd like to check out his book, you can pick up your own copy. He's going to be doing a book signing tonight up north of Seattle, 6:30 p.m. at Third Place Books in Lake Forest Park. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.